And my speech will start in 3, 2, 1. Panel, the truth is that AI has gained such popularity that humans are inclined to ask them for advice on any imaginable field. Today you fall and you ask it, so what is the best medicine for my leg? Or today you broke up with your loved ones and you even ask AI to see how can you potentially heal from this issue. This debate here is not about whether AI will replace human therapists or they will instantly take over the mental health industry. Rather, it's all about finding the best way to assist healthcare professionals, researchers in the workplace. And by benefiting, we mean that there are a couple of things. For example, more accessible healthcare to all patients. Patients feel comfortable in the process of mental examination, and more advanced health tools for patients, assistant to researchers. And a couple of things we want to make clear. A couple of flaws that opposition has made in this debate. First of all, they assume the fact that AI services will replace humans fully, and they also assume that we will not need advanced technology in the mental health industry. We want to emphasize clearly on what does it mean to heavily invest in a specific tool. It means the company or industry slowly integrates the advances in their daily work life, and their main job is to make the work easier for other researchers and aid in the researching process. As for services, they appear to help patients feel better after a trauma and aid in simple mental procedures. O.O. said that there might be faults if we invest in it too much. However, they misunderstood how heavily invested really means. This simply means we invest research and money into making the model more intelligent and efficient for professionals to use. And now we'll come to responses. What has O.O. mentioned in this debate? First of all, their main case is all about how there should be human connections in mental health treatment. They talked about how replacing humans with machine is unrealistic and unreliable, and human connections is important. We believe that we have done enough to refute this claim, but we'll still be charitable and take the best case, because even if human connection is important, it will not work with every single type of patient, because some are extrovert and others are introvert, right? What this potentially means is that not everyone is open to talk directly to human beings. Therapy should not be a forced conversation between patients and the therapist. Rather, it should be fully aligned with the patient's goals and what they ask for. So it's not just simply a one-on-one conversation. Rather, it's about finding the symptoms of the patient, prescribe them with like other mental health procedures or even medicine so that they can be better off too. So it's all about aligning with the patient's goal and what they're potentially looking for. On that note, we'll come to our argument. The statement here is really simple. We believe that AI-based mental health services, if we heavily invest in this specific field, this will create efficiency in the medical community, because the problem in mental health treatment is that it lacks professional and advanced tools to assist therapists in their work. This can look like many things. Mental health treatments being seen as random conversations with another person. People do not take things seriously, which ultimately leads to hesitation in continuing the treatment. A lot of people, after finish the conversation, feeling more depressed since they feel no one takes them seriously or understand their thoughts. AI services, however, are not built to carry out the job of actual therapists. Rather, they are tools that can potentially help the patients get past their trauma by a series of questions or through a series of quizzes. Because oftentimes, as a person who have undergone depression, that person are likely not want to be asked or being trampled with millions of questions from therapists or just constantly being asked to share your story. Rather, they'll feel comfortable with silence or just some quizzes so that the researchers will understand themselves more. They are and also these AI-based mental health services, they are professionally trained by doctors and researchers nearly 24/7 to acquire crucial knowledge in mental health and collect massive data from patients. Not only that, if we compare AI's brains and us, AI services are able to obtain huge amounts of data which they can which can be used to aid researchers in further research of mental health, benefiting not only the patients but also the researchers altogether. So how is this actually possible? First of all, AI, they can analyze the therapy sessions, they can analyze the patient's feedback and a lot of other data that involves in behavior from the patients altogether, which they do this through the machine learning algorithms to adapt strategically according to the procedure. And there'll also be personalized AI-driven insights that will offer therapists actionable information which can be deeply aligned with their expertise. So instead of relying solely on the subjective feedback from the patient, therapists can gain actually support or can gain real insights from the AI, which they do a very good job in summarization of the therapy session. So this can help the procedure and can help the process of mental health treatment a lot easier between the patient and the researchers altogether. So the impact here is very obvious. This will build stronger therapist-patient relationships because individuals, they actually feel seen and understood in their career journey. And we're the only one who can be able to do this because we ask ourselves two questions. How do we create the best condition for patients when it comes to mental health treatment? And why is heavily investing in AI-based mental health services actually necessary? Because we believe that the best condition and the best treatment comes from tools to make treatment easier. Because simply just think of it as human connection, ask questions and connect, but they have never told us how this is actually being carried out efficiently, or the flaws when it comes to conversation with therapists and conversation between therapists and the patients altogether. And with AI-based mental health services, it creates platforms where every single types of patient, whether they're shy or whether they're inactive or active in the community, can be freely to express their opinions, just like what our Prime Minister has mentioned before. So on that note, we believe that we should take this debate on all of these reasons and very proud to propose.